Hey there, I'm Claudia from Hamburg, and I want to share my personal, magical journey on the Camino Francés with you. So far, my backpack has been my home, and if you've ever been on a pilgrimage, you know the saying, nothing happens without a reason. Throughout my 7 Caminos, packed with experiences, I stumbled upon a unique hostel in 2018. It was budget-friendly, but also a true oasis of peace and relaxation. This idea has stuck with me, even though life in Hamburg is a whole different story. At the start of 2024, I found myself drawn to the Camino Inverno again. Memories of that hostel came flooding back, even though I was pretty sure it wouldn't be possible for me. I was living solo in Hamburg with my wild cat, traveling frequently and loving every moment, and I hadn't really needed to save any money up to that point. So, in Santiago, I hopped into a taxi on a whim, and the driver just started answering all my questions about a hostel without me even asking him. When I got back home, I shared the story with a friend, and she pointed me to a real estate website. The very first house I stumbled upon was exactly what I had envisioned. It got even wilder, because one of the owners was German, which made chatting real easy, and I realized I had actually taken a break at that same bar back in 2016. I reached out and visited the house a few times. Even during that first visit, it felt like I was coming home. I was curious to see if that feeling would shift, thinking about the work it needed, but nope, the feeling remained. My plans started to take shape, and I reached out for help because, while I had a good grasp of tourism, I had no idea about gastronomy. A hotelier buddy of mine stepped in to assist with the financial and business plan. At first, I kept my wild idea for this project under wraps. But when I finally shared it with a few friends in the fall of 2024, I was pleasantly surprised by their encouragement and support. This unexpected boost really strengthened my determination, especially when securing financing turned out to be tougher than I thought. German banks don't fund projects abroad, Spanish banks don't lend to foreigners, and there were also language hurdles, even though my many Spanish friends were there for me in every way possible. After facing several setbacks, I reluctantly decided in February 2025 that if I didn't find a solution by the end of the month, I'd have to let go of my project despite all the planning and prep I'd done. Just a few days later, I got a freeing call from a friend who offered to help. I was left speechless, relieved, and filled with excitement once again. In just 4 weeks, we set up a company in Spain, and I got ready to buy the building and move abroad. By Easter 2024, we finally hit the road with all my stuff. Even my wild cat willingly hopped into his transport box and made the move to Spain without any fuss. On April 24, 2025, we finally signed the purchase agreement. We headed over to the house, and when I put the key in the lock, it was an indescribable feeling. I was finally home. Along with a bunch of friends, we put in day and night shifts for 4 weeks, and finally opened the Los Andantes bar on May 19, 2025. Since then, we've been welcoming international guests to our place every day. The best compliment for us is when they leave happy with our hostel, feel at home, enjoy our food, and tell others about us. Soon, they'll also be able to stay overnight here. The little village of Villa Char, home to just 22 people, has welcomed me with open arms. Everyone lends a hand, whether it's sharing fruits and veggies or offering gardening tools. My friends drop by to help out too. I'm really thankful for each one of them and love being here every single day. Join me on my journey as I continue to develop my hostel and meeting place. Who knows, we might even meet in person soon. Buon Camino from Villa Char, Bar Los Andantes. All the best, Claudia.